Hey guys, it's Tinker Tailor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon Build series video. Today we have, I believe it's pronounced Omastar, I could be wrong. Please let me know how it's pronounced if you know how it's pronounced, because some of these Pokemon I just have no idea. But it is a rock water type, and it is I don't know, like a weird squid jellyfish looking thing inside of a shell with lots of spikes on it. You know how you see like hermit crabs and stuff inside of shells? It's like that, but instead of being a hermit crab, it kind of looks like a weird jellyfish squid thing. With like, you know how octopus has its mouth on the bottom, and then all like the tentacles around it? It's kind of like that a little bit as well. I don't know. It's interesting. It's weird, but that's Pokemon for you, I guess. And I thought, why not build like a little museum that is kind of dedicated to the ocean, the sea, fishing, sea life, creatures, marine animals, that sort of stuff. And at first I was like, yeah, that's a really cool idea, like, let's do that. And then I started to do it and I realized, oh, like, we don't actually have that many items that I could actually kind of do that. So you will see me struggle a little bit, and I'm kind of okay with that. Like, it's not great and fun to struggle, but I feel like it's really, for me, when I see other people building and I see them struggling, it makes me feel like I don't have to be perfect with building, you know? I get a little in my head of like, look at these fantastic, beautiful, amazing builders. Like, they've got all these beautiful, fantastic, amazing, wonderful builds, and like, they don't have to think about anything, and I have to think about everything. But in reality, like, if you actually stop and watch what the people do, like, a lot of people struggle. So it does make me feel a little bit better to know that I'm, not alone in the situation. But also, I don't want to, like, wish anything bad on other people. I don't want other people to be stressing out about how it all works, and is it going to work, and does it make sense, and all that sort of stuff. I just personally find it, I can't think of the right word, but, like, soothing, I guess. I find it relaxing to know that, I'm not alone in this. So I hope you guys feel a similar sort of thing. I hope you guys feel that, if you're struggling with picking things for builds and you have these really cool ideas and you just really struggle to translate that into Sims, you're not alone. I absolutely feel that. So, that's why, a lot of the times when you see me going back and forward making mistakes and whatnot, I generally don't really cut that stuff out. Like, if there's a big mistake, then yes, absolutely, I will cut it out. I don't wanna, waste your time or anything like that, but I thought it would be a good idea to, just kind of leave it in a little bit and kind of see how my brain works when it comes to building. Because I've had some people say to me, like, I don't know how you build, like, it's crazy, it's insane, like, I can't even think of any ideas. And it's funny because the same people who say stuff like that are the same people who I'm like, well, you play other games and you are so creative in those games, and I don't know how you do it. So it's, I think it's good to leave these sorts of things in so that if you are someone who feels like you're struggling a little bit, that you are not alone, you know? A lot of us do struggle, a lot of us do not know what we are doing. So, that's basically, why I kept a lot of that in. Also, for some reason, I didn't put lights in for the longest time, so, it's gonna be a little bit dark until I remember, oh, hey, lights are a thing. I generally do that when I'm building later at night because I'm in a darker room. Like, I have a lamp. We don't use the big light, but we have a lamp in this room, and I use the lamp, and it's a soft light, so for me, the screen itself is bright enough that I don't need to add lights to see what I'm doing. But during the day, like, you can definitely notice it during the day. But you can see I finally remembered to go around and put some lights in. Because I do a lot of building in the dark, and it's something that I don't really realize that I do. It's kind of accidental, but, I'm like, I can see, so what's the point? What's the matter? But the matter is you guys. You guys need to be able to see it, and you can't if I'm building in the dark. So I do apologise about that. I'm trying to remember to add lights earlier on. Also trying to figure out what I want to do earlier on and not just be freaking out about, like, I just don't know what I'm doing and what am I doing. So yeah, you might notice my mouse does go off to the left every once in a while, and that's actually me pausing the recording so that I can kind of sit and stare for 10 minutes, or get up, stretch, go for a bathroom break and get some water and stuff like that, just to be able to look at it and go, okay, like come back to it and go, okay, cool. Like, I did these things, and now that I've had a moment to sit with it, I either don't like it, do like it, or I think I should do this, or I've come up with this random idea over here. So, yeah, I don't know. It's I do a lot of pausing during streams as well, but with those ones, I don't pause the recording. I just sit there, and I don't move. And I don't move intentionally so that when I'm editing the video, I can cut that pause out. But while I'm doing that, I am chatting with you guys on stream if you ever do hang out. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a lot of fun to stream, and I haven't been able to stream recently. I'm getting back into it today actually, but yeah, I haven't been able to do it recently because of the fact that one of my roommate's dogs got really sick, and I needed to help take care of them, and yeah, it's been a little bit stressful, and that's why I've been a little bit late with these things. Yesterday's video I made, and I was going to upload it on time, and then I had to go look after the dog. I brought a laptop down with me so I could go look after the dog and do the work at the same time, and for 3 hours I forgot. For 3 whole hours I forgot to actually post the video. It would have been on time if I did it straight away, but I didn't because I forgot. So yeah, look. It's hopefully getting back into it today. I can do 2 builds and get ahead. I normally do 2 to 3 builds per stream, which is pretty good because then I get 2 to 3 days ahead. And if I can do that, then I'm super ahead. So yeah, definitely need to get back into streaming. So if you want to see me stream and build live and chat with me and give me feedback, because a lot of times I do go, I've no idea what I'm doing. Like, is this good? Is this bad? I don't know. Like, what do I do? Yeah, and I do get lots of feedback there, and it's really, really good, and I really, really enjoy it. And it's also like when I'm doing landscaping, I'm so unsure of landscaping that I just don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I definitely ask for opinions and feedback, and people always give it to me, and I'm like, okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I get to talk a lot more freely. I don't want to say freely, but like if people have questions about like the A to Z challenge, which is something I have run for the last couple of years and I'm running this year, or anything like that, yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun, and I can get in and get a lot of work done and chat with people and answer all these questions and talk about some really fun things. And I've met some really, really beautiful, wonderful people who I just really, really love and enjoy being around. So yeah, I definitely recommend, if you have not hung out on a stream before, not necessarily mine, but any stream before, definitely check out people who stream, either here on YouTube or over on Twitch. I know people also stream on other streamings, or I don't want to say streaming services, but on other services. So yeah, definitely like check people out if you want. If you don't, that's fine, but it's a really good place to make friends and meet people. And I've seen situations where people live very close by to each other, and they don't necessarily say like, oh, this is my address, but they're like, oh, I live in this state. Oh, hey, cool, I live in that state too. And yeah, I've seen a couple of people who live in the same state in America, and there's a weather event going on, and one of them said like, hey, I'm not living where that weather event is, but you are, and if you need help, like, I am more than happy to come get you. You can come stay with me and my family. Like, we'll take everyone, take your whole family, take your pets and all that sort of stuff. You guys can come stay with us just to be safe. And I think that's just really beautiful, like, it's just really beautiful to have communities like that. And like, again, I've met people who are beautiful people like that, who create a beautiful community like that. And I definitely hang around in streams where that is the vibe, that is the community, that's the people, and you just meet more and more wonderful people through the people that you meet. So like, I met one person. I found streaming through one person, and through them my whole thing has expanded. It's very rare for me to actually go off and look for somebody completely on my own. I generally don't do it, but when I am streaming or when I'm looking to watch a stream, if you're watching a stream and they finish and they raid out to someone else, you're going to meet new people. You're going to see new streams. So I've met many people that way, but I've also been streaming myself and raided out to some new people because of suggestions from my community. And it's awesome. It's really, really cool to be able to, take a look at what you do and have fun with it, and then look at all these other people who are doing it and who are like, hey, you do that, you're cool, like, let's hang out. And it's just beautiful, I know with, like, sports, you go out and have a sports team and you meet the people and you make friends and you bond and you play sports together and whatnot. But, I don't know, gaming feels like one of those things where it's a little bit harder to do that because you are in the space of your own home. But, yeah, there are, like, gaming conventions out there and, competitions and whatnot, and it's still a bit harder in my opinion. So it's in my opinion really nice to be able to meet people and hang out and whatnot through stream, because you're building like a real life relationship, and I know a lot of people talk about, like parasocial relationships and whatnot. I'm not a super famous streamer. I'm just a little guy who does my little thing, and I hang out with, the same people, and like I've spoken to some of these people about some personal things, like the roommate's dog getting sick. I've spoken to some people about that, and it's been nice to be able to just vent and talk about it and support them, and same thing with them. Like I give them a safe space to talk if they want, and it's beautiful. And even bigger streamers who I go and hang out with, like I am currently doing a save file where if you build in a base game world, you can only use base game, and if you're building in any other world, you can only use the pack that world came with. And I've been reaching out to people who I've never spoken to before, or I've just seen in passing, or seen their builds and they're beautiful, or I can't really catch their streams because we stream like they stream when I'm asleep. And it's just been really beautiful to connect with these people and reach out and I don't know, it's beautiful having a community come together and hang out and have fun and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling very appreciative today. Some days I am a little down in the dumps, a little miserable, whatnot, and I definitely try not to bring that here. But other days I feel really, really grateful that I do have this little safe community, and that includes you guys here. Just because I can't speak directly to you and this is pre-recorded and you're just hearing my pre-recorded voice, that doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. I do. I absolutely appreciate you guys. I think you're wonderful, fantastic, and amazing. And, you guys watch my little videos where I ramble and rant about absolutely everything and nothing at the same time. And you guys stay, and you guys hang out, and you watch, and you chat, and leave comments, and thumbs up, and all of that. Like, even if you don't comment, the fact that you just watch the video, that alone, to me, is just, like, really, really nice, out of all the videos you could watch on YouTube, and that I'm pretty sure there's more than enough content for you to watch in your entire lifetime, even if everybody stopped uploading this moment. Yeah, like, the fact that you picked Little on Me, it does mean a lot, and I'm very appreciative of it, so, yeah, thank you guys. I don't know, I'm just feeling very grateful and thankful today, and I like to lean into that when I feel grateful and thankful, and there's a lot going on, and the world's not that great, but you could look at beautiful things and be appreciative of it. I definitely try and lean into that, because the world is not fantastic. There's a lot of terrible things happening and people making bad decisions and whatnot, but we don't need to focus on that at the moment. We can come here and have a safe little space. I would say spot and space at the same time, and that didn't come out right. Safe little space for everyone just to hang out and enjoy and look at my little silly Sims builds and, hear me ramble and rant about the most weird things. I still can't get over like a month or two ago me rambling about cheese. I'm so sorry, but you know, that's what happens here. You just talk about most random things possible. And I know a lot of people, like I do watch a lot of Sims builds or builders, and a lot of them talk about what's relevant. You know, they talk about the game and the updates and stuff like that. And I really should talk about that stuff because it is absolutely relevant. But sometimes, you know, I just get on a little bit of a roll and I talk about absolutely nothing. And I do apologize for that to anyone who's wanting updates. I should talk about them more, you know, like the new fairy pack, that's pretty exciting. I feel like I have spoken about it before, but I don't know if I was talking about it in a stream or here or to my roommates or what, but yeah, the fact that fairies are coming, that's pretty cool. I am not a game player, I'm not a cast creator, but I'm very excited for the people who are excited for fairies. I don't know, I'm like 50-50 with the build by at the moment because what I've seen is not exactly my style, but I love it. It looks so pretty. So yeah, look, I'm very 50-50 with it because again, not my style, but it's beautiful. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably end up finding a couple of things from that pack that is just my absolute favorite thing that I'll use for months on end, which recently has been for me the rug from Business and Hobbies. That's just the go-to thing, and also the bathrooms clutter kit, not the bathroom clutter kit, sorry, the sleek bathroom kit. Stuff from that I've been pretty obsessed with recently. I've definitely dialed it back though. I think in this build I only use the toilet and the tiles, which makes sense. Like, it looks good, it matches, it looks pretty, so yeah, look, it is what it is, and I do get obsessed with certain items. I mean, even in this build, I used the couches from, oh, you're testing me now, it's another kit, Kitsch Kit, I think it's the one, and it looks absolutely good. I love that couch, I use it so much, and I was like, no, I gotta try and use a different couch, but it just looks so good there, so yeah, that's what I end up using. So yeah, there's definitely probably gonna be something in that I become obsessed with, because all of their more recent stuff has been just gorgeous and like really hits the mark for whatever the pack or kit is, especially the creator kits. I mean, obviously the creator kits are going to hit the mark. Like, the creator kits are made by people from the community who know what the community want. Not to say that The Sims doesn't know what the community wants, but I feel like creators are a lot more in tune because they're a part, like, they are the community. And yeah, they probably hang out a lot with community members and look at videos and streams and stuff like that and see people saying like, I wish we had this and I wish we had that, and you know, hey, look, I can make that, and you know, it works out. But even with the EA stuff, that stuff that the Sims team is doing, like, I think they've really stepped up a level with the quality of items. And the fact that, like, you know, the couch that came in Business and Hobbies with the I was gonna say curtain blanket with the blanket on it. The fact that the swatch is without the blanket, like that's chef's kiss beautiful. Like, please do more stuff like that. That is amazing. I would love to see more free pillows, and less couches with pillows that are, I don't want to say stagnant, but like, it's just that pillow. I would love to be able to mix and match pillows myself. I think it'd be really cool if we could like paint our own pillows, but I know that's like really, I don't want to say excessive, but like, I don't think they would do it in The Sims 4, but maybe they could do it in Project Renee. I think that would be cool. So yeah, I don't know, that's kind of my thoughts and feelings on that pack. Maybe one day I will do gameplay, and if I do, obviously I'll give every pack, every kit, every gameplay thing a little bit of a go. But at the moment, yeah, I'm very much into building. So yeah, definitely, if you want to see me do gameplay or cast, definitely, I was gonna say bully me in the comments, but encourage me heavily in the comments to do that, because I feel like I would. Like, I definitely would if you guys asked me to. But I would definitely have to work on finishing this series first, which is gonna take forever, but I'll do it. It's fine. It's gonna take me 3.5 years. Oh, 4 years? I don't know how to count anymore. Anyway, we're at the end here. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.